Sheikh Moza bin Nasser of Qatar attends the IDPEA conference in Doha. Queen Maxima of the Netherlands opens an outpatient clinic in Delft. The hereditary Grand Duke of Luxembourg attends a commemoration ceremony in Pitange. A new documentary about King Frederik X of Denmark set to premiere on DRTV. And the royal family of Sweden preside over the opening of the National Assembly in Stockholm. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. In Stockholm, Their Majesties King Carl Gustaf and Queen Silvia of Sweden, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel of Sweden, Their Royal Highnesses Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia of Sweden, and Her Royal Highness Princess Madeleine of Sweden and her husband, Mr. Christopher O'Neill, presided over the opening of the National Assembly 2024-2025. According to a press release, the convening of the National Assembly in 2024 highlights the 50th anniversary of Sweden's current form of government. In 1974, the form of government in Sweden was replaced, which had been in place since 1809. The new form of government, which took 20 years to develop, established parliamentarianism as the official form of government in the Swedish constitution. During today's event, the king gave a speech and then declared the National Assembly open for the year 2024-2025. On Monday, Her Majesty Queen Silvia of Sweden attended a scientific symposium on Alzheimer's, organized by the Alzheimer's Drug Discovery Foundation, held at the Karolinska Institute. According to the Royal Court of Sweden, the ADDF annually distributes the Melvin R. Goods Prize to scientists who have made a significant effort to find a cure for Alzheimer's. This year's prize winner went to Swedish researcher Mr. Henrik Zetterberg from the University of Gothenburg. In Copenhagen, Their Majesties King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark officially disembarked from the royal yacht Dannenbrog this morning, thus marking the end of the summer sailing season. In the evening, Their Majesties and Her Majesty Queen Margrethe of Denmark hosted a dinner for officers of the royal yacht Dannenbrog at Christian VII's palace at Amalienborg. This morning, the Danish television network DR announced that the new documentary entitled Frederik, King of Greenland will premiere on September 23, 2024. The official synopsis reads as follows, quote, "As a young man, King Frederik lost his heart to Greenland. Now he is back for the first time as regent, together with Queen Mary. It is a round trip of hundreds of kilometers where the royal couple visits everything from kindergartens to nursing homes and coffee shops. All are an important part of the royal house's long-standing efforts to preserve Greenland as a part of the Kingdom of Denmark." End quote. Frederik, King of Greenland will premiere at 6 p.m. on DRTV on September 23, 2024. On Monday, the organizers of the Royal Run announced the first city to host the 7th edition of the Royal Run. And the first city is Ribe. This morning, it was announced that the second host city will be Viborg. The 7th edition of the Royal Run will begin on Monday, June 9th, 2025. Meanwhile, the Royal Highnesses, Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway began their 3-day official visit to the county of Trøndelag. The visit began in the municipality of Selbu, where they met with students and teachers from the Selbu Secondary School. In the mid-morning, the Crown Prince couple visited the Orshaya Leisure Park. In the mid-afternoon, the Crown Prince couple arrived in the municipality of Malvik. During their visit, they were given a tour of the Hommelvik Youth Center, where they spent time meeting with young people, learning about the activities at the center. In the late afternoon, they visited the Johan Nygaardsvold Museum and toured the Uya Sports Complex. And I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that, but that's okay. Back in Oslo, the Norwegian Police Service's Oslo District Unit Leader, Mr. Frode Larsen, confirmed to the Norwegian television network NRK that last year they, the police, had a preventative conversation with Mr. Marius Borg Høiby, the eldest son of Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway. Quote, "The police regularly hold preventative talks with individuals who may be or are in a criminal environment. The talks are in an early preventative measure. The police considered that it was appropriate to conduct such a conversation with Høiby. It was also deemed necessary because the police have an extended responsibility for the security of the royal house and members of the royal family. Concrete assessments about the reason for the conversation or its content, the police do not want to go into further detail." End quote. For those of you who may be unfamiliar with the Marius Borg Høiby case, in the description box below, I will leave direct links to my original reports from last month. In Brussels, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians hosted a reception for 12 outstanding individuals who were selected to be a part of the Be Heroes initiative at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. According to the Royal Court of Belgium, Be Heroes is an initiative that honors and recognizes individuals who have made a significant difference with small deeds, far from all the attention, by giving the best of themselves to help others. Quote, "These everyday heroes were nominated by someone close to them via Be Heroes online platform. 50 of them were able to watch the National Day Parade on July 21st from the stands. 12 are coming today to tell their story to the king with the person who appointed them." End quote. On Monday, His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, accompanied by the Prime Minister of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Mr. Luc Frieden, attended a commemoration ceremony on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of the liberation of the town of Pitonge. On September 9, 1944, American troops entered Pitonge and thus became the first town in Luxembourg to be liberated by the Allied forces. It was also in Pitonge that the first American soldier, Hyman A. Josephson, from the 5th Armored Division's 85th Cavalry Reconnaissance Squadron, was killed. According to the website Liberation Route Europe, Hyman Josephson was killed when his, quote, M8 Greyhound armored car, leading a reconnaissance unit of Troop A, 85th Cavalry Reconnaissance Squadron, was ambushed and knocked out by a German anti-tank gun. End quote. In Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg held an audience at the Palais Grand Ducal with a delegation participating in the German-speaking Constitutional Courts meeting. The German-speaking Constitutional Courts participating in the meeting are from the Federal Republic of Germany, the Republic of Austria, the Principality of Liechtenstein, the Swiss Confederation, the Court of Justice of the European Union, and the European Court of Human Rights. In Delft, Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands presided over the inauguration of the Dutch endometriosis outpatient clinic at the Reinier de Graaf Hospital. According to a press release from RVD, in 2023, the Dutch endometriosis clinic helped over 2,000 patients with endometriosis with advice and operated on 200 patients. The outpatient clinic was established due to the demand for specialized endometriosis care. Quote, "At this new location, top clinical and innovative endometriosis care is concentrated in one place around the patient. which fits in with the holistic approach of the DEOC. Healthcare professionals from the DEOC are also committed to increasing awareness of and the scientific research into the treatment of endometriosis. With an early diagnosis, women can receive the right treatment, and the consequences for their lives are less drastic. End quote. Meanwhile, in Den Haag, His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands and Her Royal Highness Princess Margriet of the Netherlands met with Dutch athletes at Paleis Noordeinde who won medals during the Summer Paralympic Games in Paris, France. In Madrid, His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain held military audiences at Palacio Real de Madrid. In the morning, the king held an audience with a group of colonels and naval ship captains who were recently appointed to assume command of different military units. Thereafter, the king held an audience with a commission from the Air and Space Force that recently participated in the Pacific Skies 2024 deployment. In Tokyo, Her Imperial Highness, Crown Princess Kiko of Japan, and Her Imperial Highness, Princess Kako of Akishino, arrived at the Nihonbashi Takeshimaya department store to view the exhibition entitled Kushano Shizuka, Japanese Embroidery, decorating the tail of Genji with flowers. According to Asahi News, this special exhibition features, quote, 200 pieces, including formal kimonos and folding screens, embroidered by Japanese embroidery artist Kushano Shizuka. The exhibition showcases works inspired by the princesses from the tale of the Genji. End quote. And finally, in Doha, Her Highness Sheikh Moza bin Nasser of Qatar, as chairperson of the Education Above All Foundation and an advocate of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, attended the 5th observance of the International Day to Protect Education from Attack at the Qatar National Convention Center. The theme of this year's forum was Education in Peril, the Human Cost of War. According to a press release, the IDPEA was established through a resolution led by the State of Qatar and Her Highness Sheikh Moza bin Nasser of Qatar at the United Nations General Assembly in 2020. Supported by 62 countries, the resolution declared 9 September as a UN International Day to Protect Education from Attack, a day dedicated to acknowledging and addressing the global need to safeguard education in conflict zones and against other barriers. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, September 11th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, and your friends a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment below if you'd like, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.